Hello guys, so today we will be fixing a tiny reading lamp. Let me place the telephone first. Okay, here it is. Okay, so this is a tiny reading lamp which is intended to attach to the books when you are trying to read in the dark. You use this metal thing to attach the lamp to a specific page and then turn it on pressing here. You press this button and it's supposed to turn on, but as you can see with this one it's not working properly. You see, I press the button, I get a very strong flashlight, but then it fades. It's fading. The batteries are in perfect condition because I just bought it brand new and it came with fresh batteries. Just had to pull a tag which had here to activate, so the batteries are not exhausted. It's probably something related to a problem with the battery's connection or some internal component, the microchip or some, I don't know. So I will open it and try to fix it. Okay, let's go. You see, I'm using this tiny screwdriver because it has two tiny screws, 1 and 2. I'm gonna remove them very carefully so as not to damage the screw heads. It's better to do it slowly but carefully, because if you damage the screw heads you won't be able to open it for many more times. They will get damaged. You see, one screw. Let's place it here. Okay, now let's go for the second screw. It's here. Carefully, there it is. Slowly twisting the screwdriver. There it is. Okay, now I remove the screw and place it close to the other screw so it doesn't get lost. Okay, so now we will see what's inside this micro flashlight. Wow, it's doing crazy things. See the diodes doing crazy things as I will open the back case. Okay, let's see what's inside. 3, 2, 1. Wow! So this is just a plastic cover, you see? This is a normal plastic cover. We will place this here. And now let's see what's this. So we have 2 lithium batteries. And under the batteries there's a circuit board. And here is one of the battery contacts. Okay, you see. Well, let's remove the batteries first of all. Oh, I'm starting to see where the problem might be. You see, the battery is not clean here. It's not clean, so probably it's not making a proper contact with the other battery. So one thing we will do is cleaning the battery. But first, let's remove the second battery and let's see what's in this circuit board. So these are Maxell CR2025 3-volt batteries. They are made in Japan. So they are supposed to be high quality batteries. Well, now let's see. This is the circuit board, and here are the two LEDs, LED, light emitting diodes. So we will try to remove this without damaging it. To see the circuit board in detail and the electronic components. Let me figure out how to remove this without damaging it. Okay, I think I have this should be removable. I think it's just adjusted by pressure, but I don't want to break it. Okay, here we go. Better slow than fast, but always safely. So this is the diffuser. This diffuses the light. This is a plastic translucent light diffuser. Okay, we will place it here, and here we have the two diodes, 1 and 2. Okay, we will gently remove this because here we have the button. You see the button, plastic place. We'll try not to lose this one. Okay, let's place it here. And this is the circuit board. Let's see in detail. So this side doesn't have anything, just the two contacts. This is for the negative contact, and this is for the positive contact. And you see there's a small isolation plastic thing here. I don't know if it's for isolation purposes, but probably it's also for a proper adjustment to the plastic case, because there's not a metallic thing here, so it's not necessary to isolate it from anything. So I think it's intended to just make it easy to adjust to the plastic device. Okay, so now let's see the other side. The other side is far more interesting, has some beautiful things. Let me focus it properly so you can see them. Well, better on the palm of my hand. Okay, so let's see what's here. Here we have a microchip. You see, it has 6 legs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This integrated circuit, this microchip, controls the function. When you press once, when you press twice, turn on and turn off. Probably it also manages the voltage and the amperage. But mainly it controls the intelligent function, which is knowing if you want to activate it or not by pressing once or twice. Okay, what else do we have here? Let me see. One condenser. You see, C1. Sorry. C1. Here we have one resistance, R1. You see? And here we have LED 1. You see how it says here, LED 1, light emitting diode, and here LED 2, light emitting diode 2. This is the Baron mechanism, which is just it's a switch. It's a very simple switch. You see, By pressing it, it clicks. You can hear the click. It's quite satisfying. Feels satisfying. It's very, very simple. So by clicking it once or twice, the microchip knows if the current must circulate or it must be stopped. And the LED lamps, the light emitting diodes, must be connected in the proper position. The negative and the positive legs must be placed in the right places. You cannot fix a diode like you would do with a normal lamp. They have to be properly placed. So you see. So now we'll place it all back together and clean this and see if it functions. If it works, okay. If it doesn't work, I have to buy another one. They are quite cheap, so it's not a tragedy, okay? Let's clean the batteries properly. I'm using this hand sanitizer, so it will do the job. It's not the best option, but I don't have standard alcohol, so this does the job. Make them shiny batteries, shiny clean batteries. And this is the dirtiest one, you see? This is dirty from the factory. Okay, let's clean it and make it shine. This little battery of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little battery of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little battery of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Beautiful. This little battery of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little battery of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little battery of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Okay. So now let's place everything back to its proper position. Let's check these contacts are clean. Yeah, they seem to be clean. Nothing special here, no rust, no oxide, or nothing strange. So this probably I just will bend it a little bit down so the contact is more, probably was a little bit loose also. Okay, this must retain the batteries in its place, so it's better and it's a little bit more tight than loose. I think this is fine. And now let's place the batteries, okay? So one onto the other, like a sandwich. Well, this is the negative side and this is the positive side. So let's place them the right way. There it goes. They are properly placed. Let's see if it works even before placing it in its case by pressing the switch. Let's see what happens. I'll need the small screwdriver because it's too tiny. Wow, it's fully working. 1 turns off, 2 turns on with super bright light. Wow! So it's working perfectly. The problem is fixed. The batteries were dirty and the contact was a little bit loose. Okay, now let's see how to place everything. Oh. Wow. The plastic button just jumped away. Let's place it in its place here. Okay. There's a small pin which holds it in its proper place. Wow, this is not so easy. Here, there it is. You see, this is small, very small, it's tiny, and it has a little plastic screw here. You see? So it's not loose. Well, it's simple, but not too simple. And now let's place first this. This is the module with the batteries. It goes like this. Let's do it gently, safe and slowly. There's no need to hurry up. Okay. Now let's place the light diffuser. Okay, it goes like this. And let's gently press it down. Okay, nice and sweet. And now let's place the back cover. Okay, everything's fine. Well, now let's screw the screws back in their proper place. This is not so simple because these are very tiny screws and they try to slip from my fingers. So I will need to concentrate on the target. Okay, there it is. Now let's see. Wow, this needs big concentration. Wow, has to be straight because if you screw one of these screws and it's bent, it will destroy the screw and it will not do its job properly, holding the case in its place. So always make sure that the screw is in a vertical position. Don't try to do this fast, or it's better to do it slowly but in the proper way. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Nice and smooth. Perfect. Perfect. Well, let's see now. Let's see. This is the final test. Okay, one press. I press once the button. Let's see what happens. Wow, it works like a charm. See how bright it is for being so tiny. It's super tiny. See how tiny it is. Compare it to my thumb. It's almost the size of my thumb. So it's quite amazing how a tiny lantern can emit such a bright light. Okay, press again and it turns off. Press again, turns on. Press again, turns off. So it's working perfectly. So now we have a perfectly working micro lantern. It's a good job. Okay, so I hope you liked and enjoyed this video, and also you can find it useful for your own repairs. So this is everything for today. This is all for today. Thank you very much for watching the video. See you.